This surveillance footage shows a woman yelling in a gas station. A guy walks up and confronts her. The two exchange words, and this situation takes a turn that no one could have expected. The woman was identified as 49-year-old Cleveland resident Anita Hughes, and the guy was identified as Jason Wright. Anita has never been on a road trip by herself because she's always been afraid of getting lost. But one day she builds up the courage to make a trip from Cleveland to North Carolina to attend a gospel event, and she makes it there with no problem. On the way back, things get tricky. Anita gets lost, so she pulls into a gas station in Strasville, Virginia. She walks up to the counter, she turns around and starts yelling at everyone in the gas station. That's when Jason comes up to her, the two exchange words, and Jason asks her to step outside. And here's where things take a turn. When Anita was inside the gas station, she was yelling, "Can anyone help me get back to Cleveland?" She said it a few times before Jason walked up. When they were outside, Jason gave her very detailed instructions on how to get back to Cleveland. And Anita says, "Can you show me how to get back to Cleveland?" Jason says, "I just gave you instructions." Anita says, "No, can you show me how to get back to Cleveland?" Jason pauses for a moment, realizes what she's saying, and he says, "You know what? I can show you how to get back to Cleveland. Get in your car and follow me." So Anita is following Jason. She has no idea where she's going, and here's where things get interesting. They're driving for a while, and then all of a sudden they approach an exit. Jason signals for Anita to get off at that exit. Before she knew it, she was back on track to Cleveland. But the thing is, Jason had driven 35 miles out of the way just to make sure she got back on track. Anita was so thankful and grateful, but the story doesn't end there. A few weeks after this, Jason drove 300 miles all the way to Cleveland and surprised Anita at her church. It was a beautiful reunion, and these two now have a bond and a friendship. Big shout out to Anita. Big shout out to Jason. He is proof that humanity is alive and well, and this was such a dope story to me.